Welcome to our chat about the Superclásico, Boca Juniors versus River Plate. This matchup isn't just a football game. It's a way of life in Argentina, with over a century of history behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think about it. This isn't just 90 minutes of football. It's passion, identity, and a whole lot of history, right?
Exactly. From the early 1900s, these two teams have built this legacy. The stats alone, Boca with 88 wins, River with 82 and 79 draws, show just how evenly contested it is, yet how charged every match feels.
It's that constant fight where every win, every draw, tells a bigger story than just points on a table. The class divide, Boca representing that gritty, working-class spirit, and River aligning with the more upscale side, adds a whole layer of drama to every encounter.
Totally. And it's not confined to Argentina either. These teams have taken this rivalry global, playing in places like Europe, North America, even Asia. It's as though this clash is a worldwide tour of chaos and passion.
Right. Yeah, playing on the road brings a whole different intensity. But let's get into one of the biggest sagas, the 2018 Copa Libertadores final in Madrid. Now that was something truly wild.
Oh man, the Madrid finals. It was supposed to be at River's iconic Estadio Monumental, but things spiraled. River fans attacked the Boca team bus, glass was flying, players were hurt. It was absolutely chaotic.
Yeah, right. And moving the game to Madrid, while necessary for safety, felt like a betrayal to the spirit of the rivalry. Playing on neutral ground kind of washed away the raw atmosphere that's so inherent to a Superclásico.
I get that. But consider this. Safety came first. When you have chaos like fans throwing projectiles and players bleeding, something had to give. Without a safe environment, how would they have even played the game?
True. I see your point, but, well, the heart of the Superclásico is that in-your-face, street-level passion. Madrid turned it into a polished TV event and, honestly, left a bitter taste. It, diluted the experience.
Yeah, it was a tough spot. And then there was that controversial red card to Wilmar Barrios, the second yellow which shifted the momentum completely. Boca went down a man, and River capitalized in extra time to pull a 3-1 win.
Exactly. That decision to me was a turning point. It wasn't just a call by the referee. It felt like the match was being steered away from what the rivalry truly represents.
I'd agree, to an extent. The refereeing was messy. But you also have to consider that River controlled a lot of the game overall. They earned that win in extra time, even with the setback.
Yeah, I can see that. But the incident, from the bus attack to the relocation of the match, really overshadows what's supposed to be classic Superclásico drama. It ended up being more about the off-field antics than the football itself.
Right. It became a scar on the rivalry, a harsh reminder that passion can sometimes spill over into something ugly. And speaking of scars, the historical weight of this derby is massive. There were matches banned in the 60s because of riots, stadiums packed beyond capacity, each moment steeped in intense emotion.
Indeed. That's what makes it arguably one of the greatest and most raw derbies in the world. Every goal cuts deep. Every defeat feels personal. But doesn't that dark side, the violence and riots, sometimes risk overshadowing the beauty of the rivalry?
It's a valid critique. I mean, the intensity is what makes it so captivating, yet it can also be its downfall. You've got passionate fans from Boca's La 12 chanting until they're hoarse, and River's supporters waving those red and white banners. It's, theater and war rolled into one.
Right. That's the magic and the madness. And let's not forget, even after the Madrid fiasco, the rivalry bounced back. Argentina lives and breathes this derby. Even with the chaos, the spirit endures.
Exactly. Kids grow up choosing sides before they even learn to kick a ball. It's deeply embedded in the culture. But I sometimes wonder, can the inherent violence ever really kill the vibe? Or is it like too much in the blood to ever truly dim?
Not a chance. Even if it gets a bit messy, the essence, that raw, primal energy, remains. Sure, incidents like in 2018 might cast long shadows, but they also become part of what fuels future encounters.
Yeah, absolutely. And the game itself, regardless of the controversies, is full of drama. Remember, River's stunning 3-1 win in extra time was a masterclass in seizing the moment once everything was in play. It raised questions about fairness and control, but it also reaffirmed that the rivalry thrives on high stakes.
Right. And isn't it interesting how that one moment, the red card to Barrios, changed everything? It's like one call can affect the legacy of the game. But then you have supporters who see it as a hard-fought battle, not just a result of a questionable decision.
Yeah, and it sparks debates that, well, keep the conversation alive year after year. The match in Madrid will always be remembered not just for the goals, but for the off-field drama. And that duality is kind of the essence of the Superclásico.
A perfect example of how football can be both beautiful and brutal, simultaneously. And some might say, well, if the game gets too sanitized, does it lose its soul? I mean, when safety measures override tradition, are we missing out on something essential?
I understand that concern, but there's a balance, right? The safety of players and fans is fundamental. Without it, all the passion in the world is meaningless. Sure, the polished nature of, say, a neutral ground match seems a bit off, but it's a necessary compromise.
True. I still respectfully challenge that, though. There's something, well, raw and even imperfect about playing in your home arena with the familiar chants echoing around you that really defines the Superclásico. It's where history, class, and pride collide head-on.
That's a fair point. Playing at home amplifies every emotion. But remember, when violence starts compromising that environment, a neutral ground, while less authentic, ensures that the football, the art of the game, can still be showcased under controlled circumstances.
I guess it's a trade-off. The adrenaline, the history, the emotional investment, it's all intertwined, whether in a packed Buenos Aires stadium or on a polished pitch in Madrid. It just emphasizes how deeply this rivalry is etched into every aspect of Argentine society.
Exactly. And looking ahead, despite shifts in stats or modern challenges, the rivalry's heartbeat remains unchanged. Each new generation inherits not just the colors of their club, but a legacy of pride and raw passion.
Right, and that's what creates anticipation around each fixture. Knowing that every match isn't just another game, it's a chapter in a story that's been unfolding for more than a century. And despite the occasional controversy, it's that very tension that makes the Superclásico live on.
Indeed. I mean, you can't really imagine Argentine football without this derby. It's messy, it's loud, and it's absolutely cherished by its fans. The stats might change over time, but the fire, the intense passion, will never fade.
Absolutely. And hey, here's to future matches that bring more goals, memorable moments, and hopefully less broken glass and turmoil. The spirit, even after the chaos, just can't be extinguished.
Right on. Whether it's on the bustling streets of Buenos Aires or a surprising venue abroad, the legacy of Boca versus River remains a powerful narrative about who we are, what we believe, and how we express that through football.
Yeah, it's that primal mix of class, history, and fervor that gives birth to the purest form of football's soul. Even when things go wrong, it ultimately makes the triumphs all the sweeter.
Exactly. Every match is a new battle, a fresh saga, and even the scars, like those from the 2018 drama, remind us that passion always comes at a price. And yet, as fans, we keep coming back, as if saying, this is us, this is our story.
Right. And that, my friend, is the beauty of the Superclásico. It's more than a game. It's a living, breathing testament to culture, identity, and the endless quest for pride. Even when criticism arises, or when things turn messy, it stands as a symbol of what football means to millions.
Well said. And as we wrap up, we can only look forward to how the next chapter unfolds. More passion, more drama, and hopefully more heart.
Yeah, for sure. Here's to the unwavering spirit of Boca and River, and to the next showdown that will undoubtedly set our hearts racing again.
Absolutely. Thanks for this dynamic exchange. It's always a pleasure to dive deep into what makes this rivalry so unmatched. Until next time.